one nigga got on the Scully and this nigga got on Hoochie Daddy shorts. And I was like, damn.
They right though. All right, this one is crazy. Super Bowl champion Earl Thomas' estranged wife hit with criminal charges for defrauding him out of $2.7 million. All right, this is from the copy.
Crazy.
One, I wish I was that rich that I didn't realize that I just wasn't getting checks. Cause
hold on, I'm gonna read it.
Because them checks, like that's a lot of checks.
2.7 million.
So the basic story is
no. I'm gonna read.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
I'm gonna jump back into that.
Nina Thompson, who filed for divorce from the Super Bowl winning defensive back in 2020, is accused of court documents obtained by TMZ of beginning a plot to steal money from him from the following year. So she started in 2021, stealing money. After and according to the outlet, she was charged with multiple counts of conspiracy to commit wire fraud, money laundering, and aggravated identity theft this week.
Damn.
Nina allegedly spent some of the millions she had stolen on Hermes, Birkin bags, and breast implants. She was taken into custody on December 16th before being released. They dirty worked with that. Hold on. Documents accuse Nina of working with another unnamed person in defrauding Thomas and moving his money into their own bank accounts. See, there you go.
So it was wire. Okay, so it's bank fraud too. Yeah. And check fraud.
So last year, Nina's boyfriend was arrested for stealing NFL's. Last year, Nina's boyfriend was So her boyfriend was last year. Nina's boyfriend was arrested for stealing the NFL star's identity in a alleged $1.9 million scam. So I don't know if it's 2.7 total or is it 2.7 plus the 1.9 that homeboy tried to steal.
So wait, is the NFL player though? Isn't he in jail or did he serve time or was
Earl Thomas? No, he just did a night.
Oh,
he's still in the league. He played for the Ravens. He played for the Ravens.
Oh, he's still in the league.
Yeah, he played for the
That's how he's still getting checks.
That's how he was. That's why Steve was like, man, I'm glad I
don't know why I thought that he was in jail or some shit like that. I'm tripping.
So Kevin Thompson was taken by the Jefferson Parish Sheriff's Office back in June 2023. Per NOLA.com, Thomas is alleged to have cashed Thomas's NFL checks stolen from his bank account and transferred car ownership from a number of vehicles. Damn. He was charged with identity theft, forgery, money laundering, credit card fraud, computer fraud, and bank fraud. It is unclear if the two cases are related. So it's 2.7. If this article I'm reading it correctly, it's 2.7 she stole and then 1.9 from homeboy because they said they don't even know if they related.
So either he does not have a person that's running his money for him, like an accountant, or he's just rich enough. Cause
his net worth. Like, how you missing game checks?
I'ma notice that my game checks ain't coming to me.
Like, how do you not realize that?
I ain't never been that like. It ties into Cam too. Cam too rich. Cause I couldn't imagine going to the strip club to compete with niggas. My money wasn't long enough, and my money's also not long enough where I could be missing weekly, monthly, bi-weekly checks.
I'm about to say because in the NFL you only get paid on. Every first, it's like
I wonder, Sleepy, you work in the financial service industry. I wonder if he has multiple bank accounts he has his check. His one check goes into multiple ones that she know about one and he don't trip off of.
And that could possibly.
And let's say if he gets, I'm just throwing out. Let's say he gets 100,000 a week. He may not, just to make it easy for our math
purposes.
Yeah, 60 grand goes into his main bank account.
And he splits it.
He got 10, 20 going into other ones. That's what I'm wondering if he's not tripping.
And that could be the case. But this how
that other one's built up so much that they just start squeezing on him.
But I'm so broke, I still got alerts set up because I have more than one. I have more than one account.
Yeah.
And my shit gets split up. But like when some shit go in, come out, whatever, I get a text message. Like dead ass. I will never not be rich enough to not. I want to know.
What's his net worth? Like what's
that's what I'm pulling up now. Yeah, so keep talking, y'all.
Like I want to know.
Kind of know like what. That's
how you ain't noticed that, bro.
How you ain't know?
I got to get my money up.
7 million.
This the sleep you got to get his money up episode.
How long was this man up? Like 2 years? How long was this man up?
2000.
So the first she started in 2021, but then the boyfriend started doing it in 2023, and his is 1.9, hers is 2.7. So basically, they didn't got 3 years plus about 4.6 million. Yeah, 4.6 million ain't stole from.
Even if you make 30 million a year, that you still you miss like all that shit. Like, I mean, and granted, I will say.
I mean, the nigga made 22 mil in 2019 alone.
I mean, he ain't even paying attention to that.
That was just in 2019.
No, that's.
But what was that?
You want to know why he been paying attention? His last year in the league was last year. Looks like.
Oh, okay.
Them checks stop. Then you start looking like, hold on, man.
Wait, what was that? You said his last year in the league was last year.
So guys, I see what you're doing for others. I just need. I said, God, I see what you're doing for others. I want to have so much money. I don't know. Just that $4.7 million.
So okay, total he's made $79.4 million his career.
And how long has he been playing in the league?
Since
I noticed that.
2010.
Nigga, that's okay. So that's what.
So he averaged about a little bit under $7 million a year.
So you would notice, like in your last couple of years.
But he got that big. See, she plan is pretty good because he got 22 million in 2019 by itself. So that might have been an easy year for the. And then in 2020, and then she started in 2020 doing
22 mil.
22 mil in 2019. And we hit the pandemic. We hit the pandemic.
Yeah.
Beginning of 2020.
Ain't no motherfucking way.
And then they got into it. Remember in 2020 they got into it, and he moved out. So it's a lot of flux with the money going out that time period. So it's easy maybe to start.
But you said game checks, nigga. Ain't no motherfucking way.
That was in 2023. They called that dude fast. They called his wife after 2 or 3 years. They called dude immediately doing the checks.
That's crazy.
Well, I mean, he also was able to like transfer ownership of cars and shit.
Yeah.
Hey man, scammers is. I got too much motherfucking. I don't know.
I'm just too scared, man.
I want to be a scammer. I want to be a scammer so bad, y'all. But I'm so scared. I ain't going to jail. I'm being real. Like no, nigga. I like freedom.
That shit wild.
But these scammers be getting, woo shit.
Thanks.
They be getting bread.
I mean, supposedly they had a domestic situation before in 2020, 2021. So it's a lot of influx stuff going on.
That's a lot of money. But the thing about it is, what I will say is that you hear a lot of players, and I didn't know this. Like, so for example, like with you know, high like NBA, NHL, NFL, all that kind of shit. Like when you get a game check, right? Let's say for example you on the road. What I didn't know,
you got to pay tax for every city.
Every state you got to
pay tax for every state and city.
And then on top of that, you still got to pay your
regular federal and where you live at.
So
your
he
residence.
Probably was like, I mean, the motherfucker. I mean, but even if your game check is like.
But that's why cats like playing from Florida and Texas because most of your home games gonna be in a state that's no state tax.
But like, let's say your check is
it's half though. So yeah,
your game check is $100,000. You probably estimate to see what after taxes of that higher bracket, nigga, you
40%. You probably see 40%.
So like, how you? Yeah, no, hell no. That nigga, what? That's a lot of bread to just be like, yo,
I mean, Earl Thomas a part of Legion of Boom, was right? Yeah. He's part of Legion of Boom, right?
Yeah.
How much y'all think he got maybe in endorsements? I'm sure they got some merchandising from the Legion of Boom T-shirts, stuff like that.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
Probably another, so another 2 or 3.
That was up in Seattle, right?
Yeah. Legion of Boom,
it was him, Richard Sherman.
No, but I'm sure he had local endorsements.
That's what I'm saying, like endorsements deal for like Legion of Boom.
Like Brock Purdy got endorsements.
To make up for $5 million.
No, I'm not saying that.
Nigga.
I'm saying
he's not paying attention to.
So I'm saying enough where you cannot be paying attention.
Because and then also too that to credit what y'all said. Like a lot, you hear a lot of sports players saying like, I don't see my, I don't pay attention to my, or I'm sorry, don't pay attention. I don't look at my game checks.
And I think it's probably he got a savings account thing. He just know 60% go to his ring account that he pay bills out of and do what he got to do out of it. And I got these other savings accounts and I don't even look at it. And I don't even look at them.
One time, so I mean, little by little, you know,
set up.
Yeah, she can easily come out of them.
100,000 here, you probably yeah.
Set up your.
And she knows how much is in them because she probably was helping set them up.
Yeah, set up your alerts, guys and gals.
Yeah.
So
I'm not saying it.
50 Cent come out. I know.
It's easier than what people think though for them to get that out. And it's your wife.
I have to.
Your wife.
No, I end up having to help people like who've been defrauded. It's typically people that you know. It's typically family, a spouse, something like that, a child.
So this is not uncommon with this situation.
No, this is not. This amount of money is uncommon.
Right.
But this situation happens all the time. Like every bank is dealing with this.
So what is the situation? Do you think it's the situation we think about with him is how she was able to get that much money out of him?
One, if she helped set up the accounts or if she knew his passwords, she's probably just selling, transferring money, doing whatever. It sounds like it got crazy when they start trying to do like large wire transfers because those you have to go in and sign. Like it's shit you got to do for a large wire transfer. Also, like signing over cards and shit. Some of that shit needs to be. He straight up had to get a fake ID. Like he's committing.
You defrauding.
He's committing real fraud. I mean, all of it's fraud.
Yeah.
How you missing that?
Once you start just pretending to be somebody else, forging a signature.
Like I can only imagine, like maybe like because a lot.
Because if she was on the account,
but the thing is also a lot of players have houses or homes in different
you know
cities.
what? I wonder if he left Whips there. Like when they broke up and he was like, you keep the crib. And he left, like, let's say he left the Rolls and the Bentley.
Because he ain't driving every car every day.
But you can't. But she can't get him in her name. Maybe he defrauded to move it to her name.
Like he signed them over.
Signed it over, saying like, you get this over, and maybe that's what he was defrauding doing.
But I mean, again, that just goes to show that's how you end up on 30 for 30 broke, because you don't know where the fuck your money going. That's crazy.
Yeah, but this is a situation where he ain't tricking it off, as far as we know.
I mean, shit.
Somebody straight robbing him, and that also happens a lot. Yeah. It's typically your accountant or your tax person.
Or the government, because taxes that's a whole.
But you know that's coming out. You can't get mad at that. Yeah. But it's a lot of times it's the person you got working for you, watching your money, is taking your money. Mm-hmm. Lord, let me get that rich. I don't even want to be famous. Fuck fame. I won't have. I admit 5 million gone and I ain't noticed.
That's crazy.
That's how rich I need to be.
Cars and shit. That's wild.
Fuck them cars. They depreciate as soon as you buy them. But I need to be so rich
that you can. You ain't even.
I ain't trip. I don't trip for 3 years until the check stopped, and I'm like, shit.
What happened? I know I had something.
I know I had more money.
And that's you say. You said his last year was his last year in the NFL. Was last year. Yep. So he probably was like, yo, hold on, wait a minute. You know what I'm saying?
Like I know I had this other bank account that should have had at least another 2-3
million. Where the fuck is my Porsche at? Like, what the fuck is going on? Where?
I don't even touch this other bank account.
I don't even touch this one. I did it on purpose. I don't even think about it.
Where's my Mercedes at?
Because then you can go through your transaction history, and now you seeing withdrawals and shit come out, and you like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Wait a fucking minute.
That's different.
That's different. Yeah.
So so the other guy was the other guy's okay. I just went to check into the article. Dude's name Kevin Thompson, and it says he got a Rolls Royce Cullinan SUV. And drove to the bank where he was arrested. And homeboys drove Rolls Royce. And his.
He brazen.
This
is brazen scamming.
That's a bold motherfucker right there. Where was that? What city?
This is in New Orleans.
New Orleans. Okay. And where did he play last? Where did he play last? Was it New Orleans?
Baltimore.
He played last in Baltimore. Yeah. So that goes to show you that you got houses in different places and shit like that. Okay. Yeah. Wow.
Hold on. After being released from jail, he tried to get back the Rolls Royce from the sheriff. This is where he defrauded and said he was Earl Thomas.
Damn.
That he arrived in a car post stolen in Atlanta and was arrested again for that. Because Earl Thomas was reported as stolen. Like, dude, I got my Rolls.
Yeah.
And this dude got locked up with the other original charges. Then he tried to come back and was like, yeah, that is my whip. I need to get it back. And he was like, no, it's not. You arrested again.
Damn, dog.
That's what his ass gets. Shit.
And that's the guy that was dating the ex-wife.
Yeah, that's her boyfriend. Bro, okay, here we go. It says Thomas, 34, first round draft pick, played 9 seasons for Seattle Seahawks, is a central member of the Legion of Boom, the 3-time All-Pro safety before he was transferred to the Baltimore Ravens in 2019. He had a husband's breakup with Nina Thompson, including a 2020 incident in which she was accused of holding him at gunpoint after she found him with another woman in Austin. Yeah, that was the one that was over Snapchat. Yeah. Y'all remember that thing? It was over Snapchat. That was when we had shit to do during the pandemic. We was just in middle of people's Snapchat fucking situations. I
remember that shit.
So then it says sheriff's officer say Thompson used the fake driver's license.
I knew it. I'm like, he's got it. I work, so I
you knew it was a fake driver's license.
I deal with this all the time.
Yeah.
If you doing that, you legit have went out and got a fake made. Damn. You use this nigga social, like you pretending to be him. Mm-hmm. That's what old girl was doing. Well, she was just doing socials, but British. Yeah. She'd be like, I need an assistant, and like she'd get their information and then like open up shit. Yeah. Which happens a lot too. Watch who y'all get y'all information to.
It says Thompson used the fake driver's license to open an account in Thomas's name at Jefferson Federal Credit Union in May 2022.
I ain't even know the fucking details.
Over the next year, Thompson moved money from Thompson's account into
what I tell you.
At least $700,000 was wired into Jefferson's federal account. The sheriff's office said Thompson then withdrew cash from the credit union, including a $50,000 withdrawal in May 2023.
Damn.
He is accused of depositing NFL's checks into fraudulent accounts. He also stole a large number of money from the player's retirement account. Oh,
damn. Shit. This nigga was wild.
Veal said. But the scam wasn't limited to bank accounts. According to authorities, Thompson is accused of using a fake identity to transfer ownership of several vehicles owned, Veal said. Thompson then sold Thomas's vehicles, pocketed the cash, authorities said. It's not clear.
Cars?
Yeah. It's not clear how Thompson got physical possession of the vehicles. They said it's not clear how we know how he got
from old girl.
Yeah, got physical possession of the vehicle. That is still unclear in its investigation.
Put both of them motherfuckers in jail. That's crazy.
Damn. Thomas Credit Union in Texas contacted officials at Jefferson Financial in June to notify them of the suspicious activities. So his credit union in Texas hit up the joint in New Orleans like, hey, it's something going on here.
And that's a thing. So if stuff just started looking like this is not normal. You've been back with us for 6, 7, 10 years, and now you just magically
start sending something to this random account.
Like, what's going on? Also, large sums of money. The bank wants to investigate that too, because they're using that money to do shit with it. Yeah. So they like shit. Like, are you doing that? Are you trying to leave? Like, what do we need to do to keep you?
And he's probably a big fish. Like, nigga, we want to keep his money. Yeah. This one.
Oh. Yeah.
And then hold up.
So it's wire fraud. This is the whole shebang.
Thomas was arrested.
Put them motherfuckers in jail.
So he sold the vehicle under an investigation under that. Then on June 8th, they determined the person who opened the account was not Earl Thomas III. So I guess the other bank figured out there wasn't.
Yeah. So what they got to do is check the ID, see if it's because most banks now got a copy of your ID. Like they scan shit, and also. The face is not gonna match. One gonna be. You can Google.
It's a lot of red flags right there.
Yeah,
and like even when you talk about like going to banks and shit, it's gonna be a lot of motherfuckers like, yo, hey, you was working that day.
Oh man, hold up. So he went to go get the dude's Rolls Royce with his other stolen Chevrolet Corvette 22 Corvette. So he went with one of his stolen whips that he took from Earl Thomas to go get the other one, and he got arrested in for all the charges that we talk about from the bank shit.
So this is what happens. people get fucking greedy. This is greed. Like you doing too fucking. That's what you get. That's what you put him up under the jail. Clip you just saw. Please tap in and check out Just Posted. We just kicking, talking that good shit, and we fuck with y'all, man. Y'all be easy.